Students arriving, the students, and the students. The students are arriving. Please stand as the students arrive.
It's not in the program.
Yeah, that's what the sign was. I didn't know.
Good afternoon. Governing board members, Chancellor Harper Marinick, presidents, vice presidents, Maricopa employees, graduates, family members, and friends. Welcome to the 2017 Maricopa Council on Black American Affairs Convocation. You may be seated. I'm Kim Covington, and I am so proud to celebrate your significant milestone today. We are so very proud of you. And now please welcome the president of MCBAA, Rosalind Knight, and the president of South Mountain Community College, Dr. Sherry Olson.
Thank you, Kim, and we thank you for being here with us today. Good afternoon, governing board members, Chancellor Harper-Marinick, college administrators, Maricopa employees, amazing graduates, families, and friends. On behalf of the Maricopa Council on Black American Affairs, I welcome you to the 2017 Student Convocation. We are so excited to have you here with us today as we celebrate the brilliant, amazing, and talented men and women on this stage. We know that you are just as proud of them as we are, and we thank you for letting us be a part of your celebration of their achievement. The theme for today is taking it to the next level. Graduates, I hope you realize that this is just the beginning of the road for you. You have so many more accomplishments ahead of you. So please, rest if you must, but don't quit. We can't afford for you to quit. We need your knowledge, skills, and talents. Remember that your lives, dreams, hopes, and aspirations do matter. Use your voice and vocations to fight against racism, intolerance, hatred, and ignorance. Remember that you are the descendants of kings, queens, scientists, scholars, engineers, and mathematicians. Be a role model for those that will come behind you. And don't forget to reach back to help someone else along their journey as someone has helped you to be on this stage today. As they say, it takes a village. It has truly taken a village to prepare today's program. I would like to give thanks to several members of our Maricopa Village. First, our MCBA Convocation Chair, Yvette Strickling, is there in the back, and the Convocation Committee. Thank you so much for your tireless efforts for today. Please let's give them a hand. The Office of Student Affairs, led by Felicia L. Ganther, who will give you some song stylings later on this afternoon. Pam Asti, Magdalena Soto, Lawrence Robinson, Donna Winston, Eddie Jenna, and Deanna Villanueva Salcedo. The South Mountain Community College team and Office of Student Life, thank you so much for hosting us today. A very special thank you to the Arizona Community Foundation's Black Philanthropy Initiative for their recent donation of $2,000 to support the MCBA Scholarship Fund and ensure that we will continue to have graduates to celebrate each year. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just would like to take a brief moment to welcome you all to South Mountain Community College, especially our graduates and family and friends of graduates, our governing board members, our college presidents, our vice presidents, our administrators, for being here with us at South Mountain. South Mountain is known for the college with the heart, and that's what I hope you feel here today as you're in our presence. South Mountain Community College educates minds, transforms lives, touches hearts, and builds community. And I hope you feel the energy of love while you're here today with us, because that's really what the world needs the most right now, is our love. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy today's event. And I want to take a point of personal privilege. Where's soon-to-be Dr. Felicia Ganther? She's probably behind the scenes. Where are you, Felicia? Come on, dear colleague. We need to take this time to give this woman a standing round of ovation. She coordinates and leads all of our convocations across this district. And she is an unsung hero of mine because she's always doing things and she just makes things happen. So can you please help me by giving her a round of applause? Give her a standing O. Miss Felicia Ganther.
Here, 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 here. Well, thank you so much, Rosalind and Dr. Olson. We really appreciate you as well, and I can feel the love already in here. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Warren H. Stewart, Sr., to give the invocation.
Will you join me in prayer? God, we thank you for this awesome day that you've given us. We thank you for this convocation. We thank you for the Maricopa Council on Black American Affairs, its leadership, its committee. We thank you for the gathering today for this convocation. And with this convocation gives us much reason for celebration, celebrating the hard work, the studies, the mentoring, the educating, the financing, and so many other things that have gone into these wonderful students about to graduate from Maricopa Community College District. But not only is this a convocation and there is celebration, but we offer our congratulations to not only the students, the faculty, administration of each of these respective colleges, but also for the parents, the loved ones, the significant others, those who make up the village that enabled every person who will receive their degree in just a few days, who enabled them to reach that milestone. Lord, we also know that this is a commencement. As we are here for convocation, congratulations, and celebration, we know that this is the beginning. It's a new beginning to commence on fulfilling life's desires, career goals, furthering one's education, and just making it for another milestone achievement in each of their lives. And so, God, we ask your presence to be on this occasion. May there be a spirit of joy, a spirit of confidence, a spirit of enthusiasm, that this is just the beginning of the rest of all of our lives. So bless us now, everyone who will speak, everyone who will make a presentation, those who will be recognized. We pray, God, that this spirit of excellence will remain on each and every one of us as each of us takes the next level to wherever you would have us to go in this life. And I offer this prayer in the name of my Lord and Savior, even Jesus Christ. Amen.
And Reverend Stewart, we appreciate your leadership. I don't know how many of these events you pray for. He is praying for many events all across town and pray for our students daily. And we appreciate you so much, and we want to honor you with this gift.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now we ask everyone to stand for the singing of the Black National Anthem by Dr. Felicia Ganther.
Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the glistening skies. Let it resound loud as the roaring seas. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far along the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path, we pray. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us, sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
You may be seated. Thank you, Felicia, woman of many talents, mom, singer, and Associate Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs. A wonderful rendition of the Black National Anthem. And now please welcome Mr. Wilbert Nelson to recognize the many dignitaries who've joined us today.
Good afternoon. I would also ask that you wait until I finish the list for your applause. I would also want to take a moment. One of our colleagues, Dr. Floyd Harden, passed recently. He has been a staunch supporter of MECPA and probably have interacted with many of our graduates. So I would ask that we stand and give him a moment of silence at this minute. Thank you. Governing board members, Mr. Alfredo Gutierrez, President, Dr. Linda Thor, Secretary, Mr. Dan Assar, Ms. Joanna Haver. Chancellors and Vice Chancellors, Dr. Maria Harper Marinick, Chancellor, Dr. Paul Dale, Interim Executive Vice Chancellor, Provost, and President of Paradise Valley Community College. Ms. LaCoya Shelton Johnson, Vice Chancellor of Human Resources, Ms. Felicia Ganther, Associate Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs, Dr. Sam DeSumo, Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, College Presidents, Mr. Bill Guerrero, Interim President, Chancellor Gilbert, Dr. Stephen Gonzalez, President of Gateway Community College, Dr. Teresa Reese, Interim President of Glendale Community College, Dr. Chris Bustamante, President of Rio Salado College, Dr. Jan Gaylor, President of Scottsdale Community College, Dr. Sherry Olson, President of South Mountain Community College. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wilbur. And now please welcome the Secretary of the Maricopa Community Colleges Governing Board, Dr. Linda Thor, and the Chancellor of the Maricopa Community Colleges, Dr. Maria Harper Marinick.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here, supporting our colleges and supporting our students who are today celebrating their accomplishments. We know that it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of sacrifices and discipline, but you've made it, you're here, and we're celebrating all that you are and all the things that you have done. So thank you, family and friends, for supporting them. I know the sacrifices are made not only by the students, but all of you who are the village that surrounds the students. Thank you to our governing board, all of the college presidents, and all of the administrators in the district for doing what you do to make sure that our students have a safe place for learning and an engaging place for learning. And to you, students, we have given you the gift of an education, and now you have the responsibility to keep those values pretty high as models and principles in your life. As you heard earlier from my dear friend Rosalind, that you have a responsibility to be role models for civility. You need to be the people who show what tolerance and respect looks like, what engagement in the community looks like. So we hope that you use your education and your talents to speak up for your rights, to speak up for the things that need to be right in this world, so that we have a world that is really inclusive of all people. And I'll end with a quote from Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "Our lives begin to end the day that we choose to be silent about the things that really matter. So congratulations, and only the best for all of you moving forward. Thank you.
Good afternoon, family and friends, and in particular, the graduates of 2017. It is a great pleasure for me to be here today representing the governing board as we celebrate our African American graduates. Your theme for today is taking it to the next level. Well, that reminds me of an observation by the renowned Supreme Court Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes, who once compared human beings to buildings, explaining that there were three kinds of people: single-story, two-story, and three-story with skylights. Those with one-story minds, he explained, are the fact collectors of the world. Two-story individuals, on the other hand, are the ones who are able to analyze and evaluate, reason, and generalize. And three-story intellects are those who imagine, predict, invent, and create. They are exhilarated and invigorated by the pure joy of learning, and their thoughts soar, illuminated by the skylights. Well, I think Mr. Holmes would have been very, very impressed with the people who are here today. For in this Performing Arts Center and on the stage, we have a multitude of three-story intellects with skylights. We do. And so, to those of you who have achieved this status, your scholastic achievements tell us even more about you. They say that you are diligent, determined, able to set and reach goals, and that you're willing to make sacrifices that are often required in order to do so. By your accomplishments, you have earned our respect and admiration, and our pride in you is boundless. So on behalf of the governing board of the Maricopa Community Colleges, I offer warmest congratulations and best wishes for your continued success.
How can you go wrong with that? Thank you so very much for your leadership in cultivating all this talent. These are our next leaders, and I'm just so proud to be here and celebrating these achievements today. Thank you so much. It is truly my pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker. Travis Hardin is a native of Tennessee. He received his Bachelor of Arts degree from Aquinas College in Grand Rapids, Michigan. With more than 15 years of effective communication and collaboration strategies experience, Travis continues as a business communications consultant and assistant vice president for Wells Fargo. As a community advocate, he was honored as a top 100 candidate for the 2015 John C. Maxwell Leadership Award, Wells Fargo Diversity Champion, Toastmasters International Distinguished Toastmaster Award, and United Way Worldwide nominee for a reality series telling the stories of ordinary people making extraordinary differences in their communities. Travis is the chair for the City of Phoenix Workforce Connection Board and a voice for the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, United Way Lead Initiatives, Phoenix Revitalization Corporation, Communities in Schools, and many more youth and young adult programs nationally. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Travis Hardin.
I'll be sure and pay Kim later for that introduction. Taking it to the next level. That's our theme, taking it to the next level. The question is, how do we get there? How do we get to the next level? For the next few moments, I'll give principles and provide a Cold Stone Creamery guideline to how we get to the next level. You say, well, what does Cold Stone have to do with that? What sizes does Cold Stone have when you go to order your ice cream? Like it? Love it? Gotta have it. Graduates of 2017, you gotta have these principles. Take hold to what I'm going to say, because someone in the year 2199 will watch this. They will get these notes, and it will still be relevant at that time. A few years ago, as I graduated from Aquinas College, a dignitary stood and she spoke to the graduating class. She opened a book. It was by Dr. Seuss. She began to read, "Oh, the places we will go." And as she finished reading, she began to back up from the podium and she sat down. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, 4 years of college, I'm graduating, and you give me a book that I could have read? My daughter suggested, she said, "Daddy, you graduated way back in 1900s?" I said, "Wasn't nobody talking to you?" And I thought to myself, back then, when I began giving commencement addresses, I'm going to add value into the lives of the graduates. I'm not just going to read a book. I'm going to add values into their lives. Because at that time, I needed a roadmap on how to make it, just like you. And we're going to provide that roadmap. How do I get a return on my failure? Many people talk about successes. Many people talk about successes. But people rarely talk about their failures. And people always say, talking about your successes, I almost said something else. You hear that? that 13 and under, cover your ears. Talking about your successes will improve people. It will help people. Talking about your failures will impact people. I have to resource, aid, equip these graduates with something that they can take away from today. And it's three things, three simple things, three simple steps, three simple steps, three simple steps. As you leave this stage today and you go out in life, how do I get to the next level? First thing you're going to do, value people every day. Value people every day. Everyone in this auditorium today, everyone has not been valued. Everyone has not been valued. Some people have never been valued. So the first thing you're going to do is value people every day of your life. And I know it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. People talk about you. You have haters, but you can take their hateration and use it for your elevation. So value people every day. Second thing, and these are all things that I try to do. Do I do them every day perfectly? No. It's believe in people. Believe in people. So I'm going to value people every day. I'm going to add value to someone. Someone is in need of something. Someone is in need of something, whether it's a coworker, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whether it's a community member. Someone needs you. So you're going to value them. Next thing you're going to do is believe in them. I may only be talking about me, but when I was coming up, people told me you can't make it. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're too this. You're too that. You're too short. You're too slow. You're too this. You're too that. Believe in people every day. I had a coach who told me one day, he said, "Man, you're going to be great one day." It was a football coach, not a teacher, not someone in my family. It was a coach. He said, "You're going to be great one day. Man, I see you on the field and you motivate people, you help people, you inspire people. You'll be great." It took that one sentence for him to say, "You'll be great one day." And I started to believe. Because if you believe in someone, they start believing in themselves. And as I talk to people around the world, I get an opportunity to talk to people around the world, and we talk about different strategies on, how do we become more effective in our community? How do we become more effective in our organization? How do we become more effective even in my family? Believe value in people. I was sitting down and I'm talking to Michael Jordan one day, this a few years ago, and Michael said, you know, I failed a lot in my life. I failed a lot in my life. He said, I just had to make adjustments. He said that 90% of my gains were a result of me making continual adjustments during that game. Michael played in thousands of basketball games, arguably by many the best basketball player to ever live. 90% of the time, he stated he was making adjustments throughout the game in order to make it. Anybody know where Michael came from? Everybody knows the story. Michael was cut as a freshman in high school. How do you think that coach feels today? So as you leave here, somebody told you you couldn't. Somebody told you you never will. Somebody told you you'll never graduate from college. Guess what? You're here. And it's that fuel. It's that fuel. You have to pass it on. It was just stated. You have to pass it on to the next generation. Someone behind you is now looking for that belief in them that they can make it. That's your responsibility. And it's their right to receive the words from you that they can. So believe in people. Are you ready for the third one? You ready for the third one? I don't think you're ready for the third one. I don't think you're ready for the third one. See, this is what happens. You give people two good principles and you tell them it's the gotta have it method. Love it, like it, gotta have it. And they're like, you know what? I think that's good. I think that's good. And people become complacent. Third principle, love people every day. If you value people, you believe in people, and you love people every day, you'll make it. I don't guarantee a lot of things, but if you do those three things on a daily basis, and I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult. If you do those three things on a daily basis, you'll be a great success. And you say, well, what is love? I'm not talking about an intimate love. I'm talking about loving someone. Someone talks about you and you say, you know what? I'm bigger than that. I'm better than that. Someone does something wrong to you, it's okay. I'll be all right. I'll learn next time I won't deal with you. I'll go to someone else who's going to help me grow and help me further my career. I see people out in the audience taking notes, so this is good for them too. How do I love someone when they don't love me? How do I love someone when they don't love me? Value them and believe in them. But you can value and believe from afar. Love is tough. Love is one of those things. People say love is the universal language. Love is a universal language. I'm here to debunk that myth. Love is not a universal language because everyone has not been loved. I believe, Travis believes, this is just me, pain is a universal language. Everyone knows pain. Everyone has felt pain, but not everyone has felt love. I have an uncle, and for whatever reason, as a young kid, you remember some of the strangest things. I remember I had my uncle, he would get excited at the fact that a young lady would slash his tires and bust out his car windows. He thought that was the meaning of love. He thought that was the meaning of love. Slashing his tires, busting out the windows. After like the third or fourth set, he learned that love was pretty expensive. But that was his interpretation of love. That's not love. That's pain. That's woundedness from his past. And had I looked at that, I would have thought that slashing my tires and busting my windows was love. But I had community members who showed me different. They showed me and they told me different. If you value people every day, believe in people every day, and you love people every day, You'll be the best career-minded individual. You'll be the best spouse. You'll be the best parent. You'll be the best child. You'll be the best friend. You'll be the best relationship. You'll be the best team member. You'll be the best owner. You'll be the best doctor, lawyer. Wherever you're headed, you'll be the best at it. And don't get caught up in titles. I stand here before you today to tell you, again, these are principles that you need. Gotta have them. Gotta have it. Don't get caught up in titles. You want to know what you need to get caught up in? Relationships. The more relationships you have that can progress your career forward, that's what you need to get caught up in. People get caught up in titles and CEO. I want to be the president. I want to be the vice president. No, you want to have strong relationships. Because if you value people, believe in people, and love people, and then you reciprocate that, you become believed in, you become valued, and you become loved. Wow, what a world we could have. So as I take my seat and Kari comes up to embarrass me, I told her, next speaker you'll hear is Kari, a student. I said, your goal is to embarrass me. She's like, I have anxiety, I'm nervous, I'm this, I'm that. I said, no. I said, whatever I do, I'm going to introduce you, I'm going to bring you out. We're here to have fun. I said, your goal is to embarrass me, make me look bad. And as I take my seat, value people no matter the cost. Believe in people. Love people. That's your careers. That's what you need to do on a daily basis. If you do those three things, your life is heading on an ascension like never before. I applaud you. I congratulate you. And I could go for some Cold Stone right now. Gotta have it too. Gotta have it. But if you do those three things, you will be great. And success will be in your rearview mirror every step of the way. That's all of my time. I appreciate your time. And I promise you, I'll see you at another time.
Right there. We want to thank you for pouring that love into our future leaders. Many of them, I'd say they're leaders right now. I'll hire someone with good character before I hire someone who has all the academics, all the straight A's, and I want good character first. I want a servant leader first. Thank you for calling that out, and we've got to have more of that. Gotta have it. Thank you so very much for your time. Appreciate you. Thank you. Taking it to the next level. Thank you. Well, each year, MCBAA's Student Speaker Committee selects a student speaker based on celebratory and inspirational college experiences. This year, the committee has selected Ms. Kari Harrian as the 2017 Convocation Student Speaker. So please welcome Ms. Kari Harrian.
Well, good afternoon, governing board members, Chancellor Harper-Marinick, presidents, vice presidents, Maricopa employees, graduates, family members, and friends. When I decided to attend MCC, my top priority was to become a star volleyball collegiate athlete. I came in with the mindset that college was just like high school, except with more homework, and the option to attend class or not. I was not expecting to attend classes and learn anything or have an educational experience. Then one day, I came out of my Psych 101 class looking at a bird flying across the sky and began examining its purpose and the significance it could have in my life. Upon completion of my first semester, it became apparent that these classes would change my mindset. In that very moment, I decided to become a student with a great thirst for knowledge, and to view this moment as a true growing opportunity. I looked for the positive in everything. I took my outlook to the next level. To accomplish the goals that you set in life, it is ultimately your responsibility. It comes down to whether you decide to dedicate adequate time and energy into achieving them. With hopes of making a difference in the community, I became a member of the campus NAACP Club, a historically known organization. I was unsure as to how I was going to help others advance their lives at a time when I was in the process of advancing my own. I was briefly mind-boggled by the situation, and then it dawned on me that we often believe that if we are not at a high point or a certain level of success in our lives, then how can we possibly be of help to someone else? Soon after joining the club, I was proven completely wrong. I understood that I was given the opportunity to benefit the lives of others while growing and learning more about myself. I eventually was appointed president of the NAACP campus chapter, and with that appointment came huge and somewhat overwhelming responsibilities. And just like my predecessors, I wanted to help others, make a difference, and make an impact in history, but I knew I could not do this alone. As the saying goes, it takes a village. Being a full-time honors student, captain of the volleyball team, president of the NAACP club, and having a part-time job, I felt this was the most stressful time of my life. But I had to constantly remind myself that this will be worth it in the end. I wake up daily and realize that what I am doing right now, at this very moment, is not only affecting my future, but the future of those in my community. I often sit and reflect on my ancestors and how I have been given opportunities that they spent their lives fighting for. My fellow graduates, can you imagine having to walk 20 miles to the nearest historically Black college, or simply being denied the privilege to attend college? Can giving up even be an option for us? Now that we have our associate's degree, and some of us might be going into the workforce, or some of us may be going to the university to further our education. Whatever one chooses to do, it is a matter of taking your life to the next level. We have been through a tough time to get to where we are now, but are we done? Would we want to say to our children, are you done? Malcolm X said, education is the passport for the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. I congratulate you for pressing towards your goal this far, but again, I ask you, are you done? I want to see more African Americans going for their master's and doctorate degrees. I want to see less African American rappers and more engineers. The time is now to take the opportunities that are now available to us to excel and shine our light on society. We can take one of the most significant moments in history, Barack Obama becoming President of the United States of America, as an example that anything is now possible. We cannot limit ourselves any longer because we have the proof that what we are able to accomplish is limitless. This step is finished, but let's keep going. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep making history and show our ancestors that their work did count for something. And we will show the world that our work will also count for something. Go out there, make your mark, make a difference, make such an impact on your family, your community, and perhaps the world, so that when you are gone, all one can say is job well done. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Those words were encouraging and inspiring. We really appreciate you. And we would like to present you with the MCBAA Student Speaker Award. Well done. Thank you. We wish you the very best. And now, let's celebrate our culture, shall we? With the Kawambe Amawali African Dance. Thank you so very much. Kawambe Alawali dancers, thank you so very much. She danced so hard, she shook a shell off. Love that. Awesome. Love that spirit. Thank you so much. Now is the time you've been waiting for, the recognition of our graduates. Please welcome the Dean of Financial Aid, Ken Clark, and Robin Shepard of Partnership Programs at Rio Salado College. Each graduate will receive a certificate of recognition and a traditional kente stole. Please welcome them.
Fatima Muhammad, Phoenix College.
Aisha Shaw Rodriguez, Mesa Community College.
Alexandra Chisholm, South Mountain.
Imani Rondell, Mesa Community College.
Leslie Duran, Glendale.
Deja Forbes, Glendale Community College.
Devon Hall, Australia Mountain. Taylor Fenister, Australia Mountain.
Ashley Ramos, Estrella Mountain.
Deja Edwards, Australia Mountain.
Travia Ford, South Mountain Community College.
Amina Goulet, Mesa Community.
Wimana Keshin, Gateway Community College.
Miss Rock Lusagid, Gateway.
Tamika Anderson, Phoenix College.
Kaya Henderson, South Mountain.
Karen Hayes, Phoenix College.
Quanisha Harris, Gateway.
Julia Harris, Estrella Mountain.
Tyler Ellis, Mesa Community.
Tyria McKinney, Gateway.
Xaviera Moore, Glendale.
John Parker Jr., Chandler Gilbert Community College.
Hanan Robinson, South Mountain.
Vanisha Pulse, South Mountain Community College.
Gideon Walala, South Mountain.
Carla Shore, Glendale Community College.
Yvonne Taylor, Paradise Valley.
Touré Masters, Phoenix College.
Dina Stiles, Rio Salado.
Jamil Kashadi, Estrella Mountain.
Michael Moore, Rio Salado.
Marcel Pitts, Estrella Community College.
KG Mahali, Scottsdale Community.
Terrion Larson, Estrella Mountain Community College.
Joseph Jackson, South Mountain.
Jamila Hudson, Estrella Mountain Community College.
Shalom Inzi, Australia Mountain.
Thank you. Denasia Jones, Estrella Mountain Community College.
Janez Bell, South Mountain Community College.
Terzia Devereaux, sorry. Paradise Valley Community College.
Eden McConan, Paradise Valley.
Chanel Clark, Mesa Community College.
Mary Kay Carpton, South Mountain.
Valina Armstrong, Scottsdale Community College.
Nakia Cadogan, Gateway.
Makita Aldridge, Gateway Community College.
Priscilla Searcy, Scottsdale.
Philson Awal, Phoenix College. Carrie Harrison, Mesa Community College.
Please join me in congratulating all of our 2017 graduates. Congratulations. Congratulations. We are so very proud of you. Now please welcome Vice Chancellor LaKoya Shelton.
Good afternoon. Thank you for this opportunity to do the closing remarks. I realize that I am the only one and the only thing standing between you and the turn-up that I'm sure will happen immediately concluding this event. So I will keep my comments very brief. There were a lot of themes that came out from the comments throughout this afternoon that I just kind of want to highlight and underscore. The first being that this is just the end of the beginning for you. And to whom much is given, much is required. Education has really given you the strength that you need, the foundation that you need to speak up for yourself and for others. So I recently attended an event that was hosted by Soledad O'Brien, or she was a featured speaker. And there was something that she talked about that really resonated with me. And it was around the reporter that was silenced by the White House press secretary not too long ago when she was told to stop nodding her head. You remember that? And while we knew that that was inappropriate and an injustice, what Soledad said was that the real injustice was her peer group didn't speak up. That was the real injustice. So as African Americans, now who are educated and will be even more educated, you have that power to do that, to speak up for yourself and for others. Don't sit silently by. In all that you do, be yourself, work hard, and don't let anyone else's opinion of you become your reality. Keep going, keep striving. Congratulations. Traveling grace to wherever your next destination is. Thank you.
So before she closes us up today, we do have a special thank you for Kim Covington, because I couldn't have her come here today, give her time and her love to us without thanking her especially. So for you, Kim, thank you so much from the Maricopa Council on Black American Affairs, and of course from me, I love you.
I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This has been such a treat. You guys inspire me. I know you are going to do so well. I'm looking at all of your faces. I see so many hopes and dreams on them. And I just thank Maricopa Community College for pouring that hope and high expectation into our students. Thank you so very much. And thank you all for supporting them. Look at this audience. You are here supporting them, and I love those yells and the love that you have for them. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the 2017 African American graduates of the Maricopa Community College District. Please join us in the Student Union for light refreshments provided by Kareem's Cobbler and Shop and Deli. Have a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful summer. Bye.